Good evening, students. So, as part of interview program from CivicCentre, we have conducted and we have been conducting DAF enrichment sessions. Basically, the three-step procedure, the DAF interactions, we try to enrich your DAF, because in the interview program or also in the actual interview, 75% of the questions are coming from detailed application form that you are going to submit. And once your DAF is enriched and the board can expect the questions, or board can be asking the questions or most of the questions from the DAF itself. And also from the previous experience, one or two questions are also coming from the state, national and other aspects of the issues. In that perspective, today we are having the perspective building session. What is meant by perspective building session? How you are going to handle known as well as unknown questions. Assume that you know assume that you have the lot of information and you have prepared, and whatever the questions that the board is asking, you are prepared and you are giving the answers. Assume that you are not aware of the actual answer and you are trying to give the balanced answer or guessed answer. Last time we had the mock interview, that is on 23rd July 2023. Some of the students, they are trying to guess the answers. The question asked is that you have mentioned in the DAF that the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Mr. Venkat Murli sir asked that, as per you mentioned that the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, can you throw light on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan mission? He tried to say that Swachh Bharat mission is improved so and so. As per the state of forest report, the mangrove forest cover has actually increased. They're trying to give that answers. As part of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan also, there is a water bottle that is on the table, and he asked that how many years it will take to degrade this water bottle. The student guessed that it may take millions of years to degrade the water bottle, which is completely nonsense. Millions of years, the water bottle does not take it. It may take not more than 400 to 500 years. It means you are trying to say that answers assuming that the board is not aware of the issues. Assuming that the board is not aware of the issues. Don't assume that the board is not aware of the questions or answers. So, for known questions, how to handle the balanced answers. For unknown questions, how to handle the answers. That is a part of your actual interview. As I mentioned that there is a perspective building session, if I ask you, so don't you think that there is a correction commission collection at the higher officials or hierarchy, including APCM office? How do you answer this question? Or what is your opinion on the ongoing issue of the voluntary system? The data which is collected by volunteers, do you think that it is going to be violated, or is going to be violated as a data privacy? Or do you want the complete ban of the data collection? And what is your opinion in the recent episode from Srikalahasri that the circle inspector in the question has slapped or allegedly slapped one of the Karyakarta of one of the political party? These are conflicting views. Assume that you are from Telangana and you are appearing for the interview. They may ask you that no comparison between Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. They may also ask you if you are going to select both APPSC Group-1 as well as tspsc Group-1, which job you are going to join. It means you know the answer and you have to balance both the sides. You cannot completely deny, and also you cannot say that, sir, I don't know, I don't have answer. If you permit me, I'll guess you the answer. If you say that out of 6 to 7 questions and 4 to 5 questions you say that no, I'm not aware of it, definitely the board will have the not favorable response. For known questions, how to balance. For unknown questions, how to balance. For known questions also, it should not be appear like you have prepared and answered the bat and ball approach. You ask the question, you are giving the answer. I ask the question, you are giving the reply. Take a pause, try to see that your answers are natural, spontaneous and processed answer to the board, rather than just ask the question, give the answer. One of the student has been prepared very well, and whatever the question we asked that he is giving the reply, and we felt that actually so this guy is responding, though he put enormous effort, and whatever the question we ask he is replying. But it was not natural. The answers are prepared answers. Though the preparation is required, the prepared answers has to be presented in such a way that your answers are natural and spontaneous. So in the perspective building, we'll be handling the major aspects in such a way that what is the advantage of AP? You are appearing for the government of Andhra Pradesh job. It means you have to portray the positive aspects of Andhra Pradesh. At the same time, you have to be mindful of other side of the coin. Always you have to say the advantages of AP. At the same time, you have to remind the board there is a secondary version, there is a secondary point, there is another version, other side of the coin. Deal opinion. In such case, the board will feel that yes, you are portraying the positive aspects. You should not speak like opposition party. AP is reeling under extreme debt, public debt. There is a job loss, no investment culture. The industries are migrating from Andhra Pradesh to Telangana. If you compare from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, IT exports from Telangana is more than 241,000, whereas from Andhra Pradesh it is just a mere 932 crores. It means from Andhra Pradesh 0.2% of IT exports, whereas from Telangana it is more than 13%, more than 9.3%. It means, do you require to load this information for the board? Do you require this information to be loaded in your brain to be vomited on the board? Definitely some essential information has to be loaded in your brain, and to say that you are aware of it. If I ask you, what is your opinion whether the government of Andhra Pradesh is balancing welfareism and Andhra development? Or do you think that the government is more tilted because more than 55,000 crores of rupees in the budget is allocated for DBT schemes? More than 55,000 crores in the budget of 2023-24 allocated for the DBT. Do you think that the direct transfer to the pockets of the public is a wasteful resource? And the public debt today, as per March 2023, as per RBI report of state finances of budget analysis, 4,42,000 crores. 4,42,000 crores. Do you think that it has exceeded more than 60% of state GDP? It means to comment on that, you shall have essential content, macro information. In the part of asking that what is the potential of Andhra Pradesh, which has been showcased in the recently held Vizag Global Investment Summit, one student responded, sir, Andhra Pradesh is having well connectivity, longer coastline, immediate response system, favorable investor climate, single window approach. We have national highways, industrial corridors, waterways. Do you think that you are substantiating your answers? Are you thinking that you are substantiating? You are speaking like a common public. Andhra Pradesh is having generalistic approach, you are saying. The government itself has showcased in the advantage of AP. So in our perspective building session, in the next 4 to 5 sessions, I'll be handling the advantages of AP, the board profile. Why you need to know about the board profile? The existing 7 members of board profile know the board, so that what kind of questions you can expect will be prepared for it. When we had this board, mock interview board last Sunday, the board member is trying to connect it with whenever he is having the domain which he has already served. There is one student from a revenue department background. The board member asked that all the questions related to VRO system, dotted lines issue, the legislatures which are recently enacted or implemented. It means he also worked in Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. He is more tilted to that one. It means, so you know the board in order to answer the questions in a practical sense. That will be handling. So the Ramana Reddy board, profile, and the Gautam Savang board and other members also will be dealing in brief. Their expertise, their origin. So if I am from Anantapur, if I am from Tirupati, if the candidate is coming from Tirupati, I may easily connect it. And I can practically see the a board or DAF, then I can try to ask the questions based on the DAF. It's practically possible. Then we'll also discuss about socio-economic survey, districts reorganization, then the welfareism versus development. Also the northern Andhra, if you look at the geographical area of Andhra Pradesh, one can macroly divide into two regions, that is coastal Andhra and Rayalaseema. Further, one can also divide into three aspects, that is northern Andhra, coastal Andhra and Rayalaseema. The geographical area north of Krishna river, so is generally considered as northern Andhra. From Krishna river, south of Krishna and up to Nellore, it is known as coastal Andhra. Remaining part is known as Rayalaseema. So in case of district reorganization, so our Honorable Chief Minister has made a statement in Assembly that the Andhra Pradesh, the existing 13 districts would be reorganized on the lines of 25 parliamentary segments. Andhra Pradesh is having 40 MLC seats. So if you are having pen and paper, so try to know this information, because if you are listening for 1 hour or 1.5 hours, whatever the information that I am speaking, I am loaded with lot of information, factual information. You try to note it, so that in the short time, those who are appearing for your interview on 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th of August, this information would be helpful. So coming to the point in the districts reorganization, so you have the statement made is that we have to politically map or reorganize the existing districts of 13 districts to 25, but in practicality it became 26. There are certain guidelines or parameters given. So the good governance or easy governance, accessible governance, existing socio-economic potential, geographical connectivity, cultural identity. So these are certain parameters considered by the subcommittee and recommended to the government, and the legal position of the government of Andhra Pradesh is that the government is having the legislature competency to organize the districts. When it comes to the states, Parliament is having competency to reorganize the existing states and any territory of India. But when it comes to the political territory of any state, government through its notification can reorganize the districts. As of now, 26 districts were notified. So Nellore being populous district, whereas Ongole is the largest district. And know that there are 40 MLC seats, 175 MLA seats, 25 Lok Sabha. Then burning issues of national and international, state will be dealing it. Clear? Now today I will be speaking about advantage of AP. What is the advantage of AP? With the help of updated websites only, with the help of updated websites like APED, Andhra Pradesh Economic Development Board. Andhra Pradesh Economic Development Board has showcased the potential and advantages of Andhra Pradesh, whereas YSR AP1 has also substantiated, complemented the advantage of AP. Clear? So with the help of these two websites, we are trying to explain. Yeah, I am going to Andhra Pradesh Economic Development website. So try to see that, what is the geographical area. Yeah, geographical area of Andhra Pradesh is that about 1,62,000 square kilometers. In terms of geographical position, yes, it is in 8th position. Some websites or third party websites are showcasing that it is a 7th in command, but we are in the 8th in the position or ranking. Go to APED. About APED, there is a vision and mission. You might be knowing that from the formation of this government from 2019, so till 2020, in fact up to 2022, so most of the government focus is related to welfareism. And over a period of time, the opposition parties or common publics are criticizing for the developmental backwardness. They have revised all the existing policies related to industries, agro processing, IT industries, exports, renewable energy. All this they have made it in the year of mostly in 2020 or 2022. If the policy is from 2020, they have given the long-term vision of not more than 5 years. It means if the policy year is 2020, it may be up to 2025. If the policy is enacted in the year of 2022, it will be up to 2027. So if I go to this website, they mention that by 2029, we wanted to make this AP as a catalyst for the growth and promotion. The substantiating point is that as per the business reforms action plan of Government of India, in ease of doing business, we secured #1 position. We have secured #1 position. In the same context of BRAP, that is a Business Reforms Action Plan of India, so state is also having SRAP, States Reforms Action Plan, and most of the states reforms actions recommended to the government are accepted. Almost we have recommended 301 and about 300 reforms has been accepted by Government of India. If you are not aware of the exact ministry or department, you can say Government of India report or RBI report or Government of Andhra Pradesh report. At the same time, by 2050, it is mentioned that the global destination by 2050. Why Andhra Pradesh will emerge as a global destination? There shall be potential. You know that land, labor, capital is basic requirement. Assume that you have the land, you have the labor, you have the capital. Telangana is also having, Karnataka is also having, Gujarat is also having. Apart from that, there shall be a governance, speedy responsive system, favorable policies in order to attract the industries or business sector. What government has promoted, what the government of Andhra Pradesh has promoted, that in order to emerge as global destination by 2050, we are having 7 missions. If you are not aware of all these 7 missions, just have the pause in your mind and all the major sectors you can say. It is no need to say that whatever the exact 7 missions has mentioned. You just recollect that agro processing, industries, service sector, renewable energy, tourism. So these are the certain major missions that the government of Andhra Pradesh is trying to implement or attract the global investment to make it as a #1 position as a global investment. That is the way you have to answer. It doesn't mean that you have to remember all these 7 and tell all the 7. No. Next aspect is that it also mentioned there are 5 grids. 5 grids. What are these 5 grids? You know that in order to attract the investment of the service sector, including the agriculture, exports or imports, to ease the lifestyle also, you need 5 grids. What is the 5 grids? Water connectivity, you see that road connectivity, power connectivity, gas and fiber. These are very essential. Assume that you could not able to recollect all the 5, So energy is required, so road is required, water is required, and power is also required. 5 grids, 7 missions, 2029 as a catalyst, 2050 as a global destination. Is it clear? Next, 9 paradigm, don't go that much deep. Furthermore, that is the vision and mission of the macro vision of Andhra Pradesh government when it comes to developmental aspects. If the questions are coming from YSR Kanuka, Ammavadi, Jagananna Todu, these schemes, I hope that you might be knowing very well, but we are focusing mainly the advantages of AP in order to substantiate it. Next, if you click invest in AP, it will be showing very important macro aspects related to Andhra Pradesh. Geographically, we said that it is in 8th in command, 8th in rank. When it comes to India, we are having 142 crores, almost 142 crores. In the month of April 2023, India has emerged as a most populous nation in the globe, most populous country in the globe, 142 crores. So in the same context, AP is also having more than 5 crores, to be near I think 5 crore 28 lakhs, 5 crores 28 lakhs, and 10th populous state in India. 10th populous state in India. Apart from that, you can also see that India, Andhra Pradesh is having 4% of the population. 4% of population. 4% of population. So 141 billion US dollars is being propelled by sustained double-digit economic growth. Sustained double-digit economic growth is mentioned in the website. In 2021-22, so AIP is first in position in terms of growth. In terms of growth, almost 13%. And this budget is also projected. AP is going to grow at the rate of 10%. At the rate of 10%. So try to mention these facts and figures so that once you just quickly revise it, you could able to substantiate whatever the questions has been asked. That's the intention. I'm not going deep into the facts and figures. I just collected very important macro indicators so that you can substantiate your answer better. You may say that we are having well connected. 5 grids, 7 missions, and the macro vision, catalyst by 2029, 2050 global investment. You have these facts in your brain. Now you see that it also mentioned that more than 974 kilometers. One of the students mentioned that AP is having a coastline, sir. Long coastline. In terms of length, we are in the second. In terms of eastern coastline, we are in the first position. 974 kilometers. Having coastline is an advantage. Having coastline is an advantage. If you are having coastline, exports and imports will become easy. Recently, I visited Mangapuram. I think Mangapuram Barite mining. Varieties mining that has been exported from our port only, Krishnapatnam. So it is mentioned that we are having 6 operational airports. 6 operational airports. 6 operational airports. Recently, you might be aware that Bhogapuram Airport in the district of Vizianagaram. Bhogapuram Airport. The major airports are Rajahmundry, Visakhapatnam, Vijayawada, Kurnool, Anantapur, Tirupati, and Bhogapuram. These are major domestic and international airports. It also mentioned that the 25% of IT workforce in India is from AP. It also mentioned that we are having almost 1,60,000 of engineers has been produced every year from Andhra Pradesh. More than 1,60,000 engineers are produced from Andhra Pradesh, but they are not working here. If they are working and their potential in terms of currency is translated, definitely in the equal revenue of Telangana, we would be exporting it, isn't it? So we are exporting 932 crores as per the recent report from Government of India Ministry website. It is just 0.2%. Telangana is exporting more than 9%. Telangana is exporting more than 9% of the currency of 2,41,000 crores. Furthermore, connectivity, if I say that connectivity, it is mentioned that, it has mentioned that yes, we have 6 operational airports. At the same time, they also mention the ports. 4 working ports, 4 under development. 4 ఏమో ఇప్పుడు ఆపరేషన్లో ఉన్నాయి, 4 ఏమో అండర్ డెవలప్మెంట్లో ఉన్నాయి. విశాఖపట్నం, గంగవరం, కాకినాడ, కృష్ణపట్నం. So new ports I have mentioned here. Clear? So మనకి ఎయిర్పోర్ట్స్ తెలిసింది, అదేవిధంగా పోర్ట్స్ తెలిసినాయి. Next, when it comes to waterways, we are having national waterways number 4. Just recollect that the national waterways from Kakinada to Puducherry, it passes through, major part of it passes through Andhra Pradesh, national waterways. At the same time, next emerging concept is that 3 industrial corridors are passing through Andhra Pradesh. 3 industrial corridors are passing through Andhra Pradesh. One is Visakhapatnam, Chennai industrial corridor. Vizag, Chennai industrial corridor passes through major geographical terrain of Andhra Pradesh. Another is Hyderabad, Bangalore industrial corridor. Another one is Hyderabad, Bengaluru industrial corridor. Another one is Chennai, Bengaluru industrial corridor. Chennai, Bengaluru industrial corridor. So, ఈ ఇండస్ట్రియల్ కారిడార్స్ అనేది సో అవర్ టెరైన్ని it is connecting. Just a recap, I just have the look of it. Just I am reminding that I am recollecting what I explained up to now. 8th in largest state, 974, 4 working ports, 4 under development. So this is your estimation of GSDP as per the budget of recent terms. It is a 14 lakh, about 14 lakh, or we can say that 14.5 lakh crores. That is the potential of Andhra Pradesh GDP, 14.5 lakh crores. Whereas the budget of Andhra Pradesh is around 2.79 lakh crores, 2,79,000 crores. So the double digit growth rate we have demonstrated, and we are sustaining, we are mentioning that yes sir, we are having sustainable double digit growth. Though we are having challenges like COVID impact, disruption in the supply chain, so still the recovery rate of the industry is at the nascent stage, but Andhra Pradesh having the natural advantage and the proactive governance from the government of Andhra Pradesh is possible and made that sustaining double digit growth. Is it clear? That's why you have to substantiate, you have to say. Next is India's gateway. As I mentioned that 6 functional ports, so 9 notified ports kuda unnai manaki, and 67% of the working population, 67% are labor force. అంటే 100 మంది ఉంటే 67% are eligible to be employed. So these are certain macro parameters. Furthermore, growing agriculture in the sense, you can say first in egg production, second in meat production, fifth in milk production. These are certain facts in the context of nation. First egg production, second meat production, fifth in milk production. It is also known as fruit bowl of South India. Aqua capital with the second longest coastline. So largest producer of shrimp production, contributing almost 24% of fish production. I'll be sharing the PPT. So whatever the information that you could able to collect it, you try to note it. Be proactive. Also you can utilize the PPT that I'm going to share it once the session is over. So mining varieties. So ఈ varieties అనేది సో ఆల్మోస్ట్ ప్రపంచంలోనే మనకి ఇప్పటి వరకు తెలిసిన varieties mining లో more than 25% of global resources are from the state of Andhra Pradesh. ఈ previous district అనేది కడప, మంగాపురం. ఈ varieties యూజ్ ఏంటి? You try to understand the uses of varieties. Varieties యూజ్ అంటే మనకి జనరల్గా ఇది ఎక్స్ప్లోరేషన్, ఆయిల్ ఎక్స్ప్లోరేషన్స్లో వాడతారు, అదేవిధంగా పెయింట్స్లో వాడతారు. యూ కెన్ సే 1 or 2 మేజర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్. జనరల్గా వెరైటీస్ మీరు అక్కడ గమనించినట్లయితే జనరల్గా వాటి యూసేజ్ చాలా లిమిటెడ్గా మనకి ఇండియాలో తక్కువ ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ దట్ మచ్ ఫోకస్డ్ లైక్ యువర్ యురేనియం మైనింగ్. సో కనెక్టింగ్ కోస్ట్ లైన్, నేషనల్ హైవే మనకి ప్రీవియస్ చూసుకుంటే నేషనల్ హైవే నెంబర్ 5 ప్రీవియస్ నామినిక్లేచర్లో 5 అనేది మనకి సో మేజర్ పార్ట్ అనేది పాస్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. So this is your industrial corridors. As I mentioned, Visakhapatnam, Chennai industrial corridor, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai. So what is meant by YSR AP1? What is meant by YSR AP1? So before going to that one, still there are some more information that I need to explain. Ease of doing business. Ease of doing business. Don't assume that AP is not performing. AP is not performing. AP you have to substantiate. Recently Niti Aayog has released multi-dimensional poverty index. AP has reduced its poverty from 11% to 6%. If they ask that, do you think that 50,000 crores every year in terms of DBT is a wasteful resource, you can say that, you can see, sir, the impact of the DBT. The government in the last 4.5 years has directly transferred more than 2,25,000 crores. More than 2,25,000 crores to the pockets of the poor, needy in various welfare measures. And as a result of this DBT, we could able to reduce multi-dimensional poverty index from 11% to 6%, which is being substantiated by Niti Aayog in its recent report. That is the substantiation that you have to make it. At the same time, there is a concerns like rising public debt. I'll come to that issue. You have to be very practical when you substantiate it. Whether the public debt is rising above the lines of India or any nearby state that you can take up or to learn the lessons. Is it clear? Now, when it comes to ease of doing business released by states ranking, it is based on Business Reforms Action Plan report by Government of India, where Andhra Pradesh has secured achiever category or top performer with a score of more than 97%, more than 97.89. If they are asking about Vizag Investment Summit, business climate, anything related to investment or development, you can mention. You can mention. The next is, I think, Gujarat, top achiever category. Connectivity we have discussed. Then thriving sector, you just have a look on the screen. Thriving sectors. The thriving sector, they have mentioned that from agriculture to aerospace. From agriculture to aerospace, macro only. Macro sectors only they have mentioned, from agriculture, automobiles, construction, chemicals and petrochemicals, IT, pharma, renewable energy, textiles and food processing. When it comes to renewable energy, so there are very important aspects that you have to be prepared, because you are having the significant information related to renewable energy. Last time one of the interview appeared candidate has mentioned that he is from Rayalaseema. One of the board member asked, what is the significance of Rayalaseema? He tried to explain. So there is a huge potential when it comes to tourism. Though the Rayalaseema climate is semi-arid, the government can take up horticulture as well as tourism. We are having lot of tourist spots like your Gandikota, which is in the news. But the board member is trying to ask, don't you think that it is having impact, more potential on wind energy? Wind energy. She already in mind having or expecting the answer for the question. Yes, I am not denying that Rayalaseema is having so horticulture potential as well as tourism. But at the same time, when it comes to 7 missions or 5 grids, that gas and energy, which we have discussed already, the renewable energy status in Andhra Pradesh is very, very significant, because more than 36% is coming from non-fossil resources. More than 36% is coming from non-fossil resources, and Andhra Pradesh is having 25 gigawatts of installed capacity. 25 gigawatts of installed capacity. So in the total matrix of energy of 25 gigawatts, almost 9 gigawatts is coming from renewable energy. Out of this 9 gigawatts of renewable energy, half of it is coming from solar and half of it is coming from wind. Remaining like your small hydro, biogas, biomass is very negligible. My submission is that in Andhra Pradesh we are having huge potential for solar and wind energy. When it comes to solar, you might be aware that we are having the world's largest storage capacity. World's largest storage capacity project of renewable energy recently inaugurated by Honorable Chief Minister in Kurnool. Aware that we are having the world's largest integrated renewable energy storage project at Kurnool. An achiever category in State Energy Efficiency Index. Definitely the numbers are speaking that. So we are having achievers category released by Niti Aayog, and 4 solar parks and storage capacity, pumped storage power almost 1 lakh acres of land identified for solar, wind or hybrid. మనకేమవుతుంది సోలార్ విండ్ కలిపితే ఇట్స్ ఎ గుడ్ కాంబినేషన్. యూ మైట్ బి నాట్ అవేర్ దట్ సోలార్ విండ్ కానీ కలిపినామంటే సస్టైనబుల్ ఎనర్జీ అయిపోతుంది. People will think that EV vehicles, electric vehicles or hybrid vehicles are sustainable or final solution. My version is that the other side of the coin is that if you promote the electric vehicles running through the lithium ion batteries, it is a transitory solution, temporary solution. You are just replacing one form of pollution with another form of pollution. The sustainable or final solution for the tropical country, hot and humid climate like Andhra Pradesh is solar and wind energy. Solar and wind energy. In coming days, the government of Andhra Pradesh is trying to promote net zero concept at individual levels, industrial levels as well as household levels. Industries lo net zero promotion avali, households lo net zero avali, individuals lo kuda net zero avali. What is meant by net zero? Assume if you are using daily laptop or any electric gadgets like your mobiles, you should generate at least 1 or 2 units of electricity so that you can use the generated stored electricity for your daily consumption. The numbers are speaking that the government is very proactive when it comes to renewable energy. Even you are having renewable export policy where the government is trying to generate more than 100 gigawatts of renewable energy. That is related to the different sectors of AP. Then when it comes to resources, you are having industrial parks. Try to know the important industrial parks location and the snapshots of industrial parks. Don't go deep into this document also. First 2 pages, 3 pages is more than enough. So this document also presented very good information, relevant information. They try to showcase that the vision of Andhra Pradesh, and they try to assure the same which we have just now discussed. And just presenting the index of the government, ease of doing business, policies which we are going to discuss it now. Maritime we have discussed, airports we have discussed, industrial parks and renewable energy we are going to discuss in brief. I think I have already shared these screenshots. You can quickly go through this document. Ease of doing business, everything they have mentioned. Here there is a one important scheme like Jagananna Badugu Vikasam. ఎవరికైతే షెడ్యూల్ కాస్ట్ షెడ్యూల్ ట్రైబ్స్ ఉంటారో వాళ్ళకి ఇన్సెంటివ్స్ అనేది ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కింద ఇస్తున్నారు. Now coming back to the export scenario, you see that Andhra Pradesh is having significant potential with respect to exports. Exports. I think you see this is the screen which you can see. Almost 6% we are contributing to Indian exports. Almost 6%. We are having 4% population. 4% population, 6% India's exports. and growth rate is more than 9%, no need to remember. This is what the government is targeting, from 16% growth to 33%. 16% to 33%, almost double. So we mentioned that by 2029, so catalyst, significant catalyst for attracting the investment, whereas by 2050, global destined investor. It also mentioned exports growth trend. Exports growth trend. So main ga manaki marine, meat, drugs, iron and steel, rice ingredients, spices అనేది మనం ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. జనరల్గా వేర్ వీఆర్ ఎక్స్పోర్టింగ్ ఈస్ అట్ నార్త్ అమెరికా, ఆసియన్. ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఇట్స్ డైవర్సిఫైడ్. మనం పర్టికులర్గా ఒక కాంటినెంట్కి వెళ్తుందని చెప్పలేము, బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ డైవర్సిఫైడ్. Now this one is also very important, export promotion. ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ ప్రమోషన్లో మనకి ఏం చేయాలి? మల్టీ మోడల్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ సిస్టమ్ ఉండాలి. సో మల్టీ మోడ్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ సిస్టమ్, వాట్ ఈస్ రిక్వైర్డ్? యు ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఇండస్ట్రియల్ కారిడార్స్, 3 ఇండస్ట్రియల్ కారిడార్స్, సో 4 వర్కింగ్ పోర్ట్స్, 6 international airports. With this you can, including your national waterways, we can promote the exports. So when it comes to this one, they are saying that the policy on logistics and export promotion is under final stage of approval. Yeah, I think there is, yeah. Next I want to go to YSR 1 AP, YSR AP 1. So this website has showcased again the complementary information that we have discussed. Why investment in India, focus sectors, existing policies. In this website is very, very important. Existing policies, all the existing policies they have summarized here. All the existing policies. If you are saying that, so industrial parks or renewable energy, agriculture or information technology, you try to mention as per the recent APIT policy of 2021-2024. So Jagananna mega industrial policy of 2022-23. Highlights only you try to remember. These policies are very, very important. All the policies they have mentioned, just click it, try to make a note of it. 2-3 lines only, don't go deep. 2-3 lines only. Is it clear? I am again reiterating my agenda of session. We have started Andhra Pradesh issues, perspective building session. So this YSR AP1 is that it's just like a backend. Manaki entrepreneurship facilitation cell, market research cell, and documentation. They're trying to document the potential and trying to provide the information that are required for promotion of investment culture, exports culture. That's a YSR AP1. Now tomorrow we are going to speak about board profile. ఈ board profile లో ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది అంటే, we have made one profile based on Google Sheet. This is your board profile. సో బోర్డ్ మెంబర్ ఎవరు, వాళ్ళ క్వాలిఫికేషన్ ఏంటి, వాళ్ళ స్టేట్ ఏంటి, ప్రీవియస్ పోస్ట్ ఏంటి, బిఫోర్ అపాయింటింగ్ యాజ్ ఏ మెంబర్ ఆఫ్ APPSC ఆర్ ద చైర్మన్ ఆఫ్ APPSC వాళ్ళు సర్వ్ చేసిన డెసిగ్నేషన్ ఏంటి, స్పెషల్ ఫీచర్స్ ఏంటి, స్పెషల్ ఫీచర్స్ ఏంటి అనేది మనం ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చాము. ఇంకా ఈ డాక్యుమెంట్ అండ్ డెవలప్మెంట్లోనే ఉంది. ఇది ఒకసారి అయిన తర్వాత మోస్ట్లీ వీఆర్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ దట్ సో టునైట్ విల్ బి కంప్లీటింగ్ దిస్ బోర్డ్ ప్రొఫైల్. సో దట్ సే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు గౌతమ్ సవంగ్ సార్ బోర్డ్ బేసికలీ ఈజ్ ఫ్రమ్ లా అండ్ ఆర్డర్, స్టేట్ ఇష్యూస్ కూడా అతనికి ఐడియా ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి మీరు ఈ లా అండ్ ఆర్డరు, సో దిశ యాక్టు, ఉమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్, ఐ మీన్ ఉమెన్ సేఫ్టీ, సెక్యూరిటీ, ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఫ్రమ్ పోలీస్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ దే మే ఆస్క్, he may ask. When it comes to Sudhakar Reddy, he is from technical background from Kadapa, so development officer from LIC. We have seen the profiles like credit officer, so PO. ఇట్లాంటి వాళ్ళు కానీ మీరు కానీ వర్క్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంటే డెఫినెట్లీ he may ask you the practical information. క్లియర్? సో వాళ్ళ యొక్క స్పెషలైజేషన్ కూడా ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేసాం కాబట్టి జస్ట్ లేటెస్ట్ అప్డేట్, అంతేగాని వాళ్ళని డీప్గా వాళ్ళ మీద పిహెచ్డి చేసేంతవరకు చదువుకోవద్దండి. జస్ట్ వాట్ ఈజ్ వాట్. నెక్స్ట్ సలాం బాబు. సో వీ ట్రై టు గెట్ ది ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. బేసికలీ ఈ లాస్ట్ ది వెల్ఫేరిజం. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు బ్యాలెన్స్ ఇట్, డోంట్ బి వెరీ క్రిటికల్. సో basically welfareism, the government policies and related to the significant aspects of the social welfare schemes he may ask. He is from pharmacy background. So Ramana Reddy sir board, yes, he is having very diversity when it comes to educational background, BA, LLB, diploma in electrical engineering, but he is appointed as a social service. Majority of our students has mentioned law as a educational background. Even in our most of the law graduates, వాళ్ళు లా సెట్ రాసి మీరు సివిల్స్కో గ్రూప్స్కి ప్రిపేర్ అవుతూ, సో మనకి గ్యాప్ అనేది ఈజీగా కనిపిస్తుంది. 2016 గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ కానీ, 18 గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ కానీ, 13 గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్ కూడా ఉన్నారు కొంతమంది. వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే ఈ పీజీలు చేస్తున్నారు, ఎల్ఎల్బి ఉస్మానియా యూనివర్సిటీలోనో, లేకపోతే ఈ చేసేటప్పుడు ఎందుకు చేస్తామనేది మీరు సబ్స్టాన్షియేషన్ చేయాలి. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ he may ask you the practical proceedings or the latest developments. Next, honorable member, the social communicator, Twitter activist. So Parige Sudhir, he is from engineering, Kadapa and Kurnool area of origin. He mentioned that so he knows everything. He is praising Jagan Mohan Reddy sir. And next, remaining members like Miss Selina and Sri Soniwood Nathalapati is from BA, MA from Guntur Social Service, and he may ask you the minority rights. An academic officer, when it comes to Higher Education Council, UGC, if you are done from any JRF, కొంతమంది JRF మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నారు, రీసెర్చ్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఇట్లాంటి లేటెస్ట్ స్కీమ్స్ కానీ, ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ కానీ, ప్రాక్టికల్ ఇష్యూస్ కానీ అడగచ్చు. ఇది బోర్డ్ ప్రొఫైలు. అదేవిధంగా మనకి రీజనల్ ప్రొఫైలు, స్టేట్ ప్రొఫైల్ అండ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ విల్ బి కంప్లీటింగ్ యాజ్ సూన్ యాజ్ పాసిబుల్. ఈ రీజనల్ ప్రొఫైల్ అంటే మనం డిస్కస్ చేయబోతున్నామంటే, సే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఐల్ బి నౌ సెగ్రిగేటింగ్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ రీజన్స్ అంటే రేపు బోర్డ్ ప్రొఫైల్ అయిపోతుంది. బోర్డ్ ప్రొఫైల్ అయిపోయి దెన్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ బడ్జెట్ హైలైట్స్, సోషియో ఎకనామిక్ సర్వే హైలైట్స్ ఐల్ బి కంప్లీటింగ్ టుమారో. ఇఫ్ టైమ్ పర్మిట్స్ ఐల్ ఆల్సో ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ నార్త్ ఆంధ్ర ఇష్యూస్. Not more than 10. Don't think that you have to go deep. So last 6 months chadukola, 2 months chadukola. Don't be in rush to read everything. Newspaper ఈ రోజు నుంచి అయినా చూడండి. 2-3 అంశాలకి వాటి మీద అనాలిసిస్, ఆన్గోయింగ్ మణిపూర్ వైలెన్స్ కానీ, యూనిఫామ్ సివిల్ కోడ్ కానీ, ఇట్లాంటి వాటి మీద మీ యొక్క పర్స్పెక్టివ్ ఏంటి? Are you aware of it? They may just ask you, throw light on something. What is your opinion? What you have learned? What you have observed? What is your version? Do you support? ఇట్లాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతారు కాబట్టి సో రిపీటెడ్ మాత్రమే అడుగుతున్నారు, అంతేగాని మీకు తెలియనివో చదవనివో అట్లాంటి ప్రశ్నలు అడగడం అనేది చాలా రేర్. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ డోంట్ గెస్ ద ఆన్సర్. సో నార్త్ ఆంధ్రాకి వచ్చిన తర్వాత మనకి ఏమున్నాయంటే ఈ పెరినియల్ ఇష్యూస్ లైక్ ఉద్దానం. సో నార్త్ ఆంధ్ర అంటే ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ కోస్టల్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ని ఐఎమ్ సెగ్రిగేటింగ్ ఇంటూ 2 parts, నార్త్ ఆంధ్ర అండ్ కోస్టల్ ఆంధ్ర. The geographical territory above or northern part of Krishna, I am taking North Andhra. like your Srikakulam, Vijayanagaram, Visakhapatnam, East Godavari, West Godavari, West and East Godavari, including your Krishna. So above Krishna river will be dealing as a North Andhra, then coastal Andhra, south of your Krishna river and Rayalaseema. So when it comes to North Andhra, you are having, so Rishikanda is a bone of contention. Last week I visited Visakhapatnam. You can understand the practical importance of Visakhapatnam also, because in the global Visakhapatnam investment summit, our chief minister has promised that myself will be available from Visakhapatnam. So tentatively from September. So if not entire missionary, at least APCM office, so may work from Visakhapatnam. The back end work is supposed to be completed. Whether it is legal, illegal, don't worry. Okay. Next is bauxite mining in the Manyam area. It's a very perennial issue. Then land mafia, which has been debated in the news. Vamsadhara Nagavalli river link and Maoism movement, again it is resurfaced recently. Visakhapatnam as a new capital. Entry fee, I think Rishikanda beach. Visakhapatnam steel plant privatization. Migration from Srikakulam. Bhogapuram International Greenfield Airport and Molapeta Port in Srikakulam district. These are repeatedly recently in the news. I am not going deep into the current affairs. So issues lo present status enti, your version enti anedi maatrame. So we are not going beyond that one. That is more than required. Because we will be covering welfareism and development separately, and also the reorganization of the districts and public debt and everything I will be covering up. So to throw light on the state, tomorrow we'll be having the board profile first, then AP budget and socio-economic survey. So it is debated that the AP is shown in very poor light, and there is a debate and discussion also, the aspirants from other states. If I ask you, what is the capital of Andhra Pradesh? They are giving such a smile. The name of Ekil Navan. అంటే మీకు క్యాపిటల్ కూడా లేదు, you are not having capital, but you are having 3 capital proposal. So 3 capital status ఏంటి, 3 capitals ఏ కంట్రీస్ కున్నాయి, 3 capitals అవసరమా? దాంతో ప్యారలల్గా రిపీటెడ్గా మీరు every week you are reading that the state is raising the loan and the salaries has been delayed, pensions are not being paid. But as per the welfare calendar, button is pressed because you have already allocated 50,000 crores, 55,000 crores. It means almost prati nela enta manaki eltundi, enta eltundi 4,500 antena 12 into 5 yes, almost 4,000 to 5,000 crores we are spending on welfareism. AP ni, so I am just presenting with a collection of the information on the formation day or in the month of 2014 June, the public debt, I am confining to public debt. So to throw a light, we have 1 lakh 1.8 around lakh as public debt, and by the time Chandrababu demitted the office, it is expected that the public debt rose to 2.65 lakh crores. From 2019, as of now, as per RBI, March 2023, the public debt including liability is 4,42,000 lakh crores. 4,42,000 crores. If you compare the performance of both the governments, he has raised almost 1.5 lakh crores. He also cited, I don't have any machinery, I have moved the capital, so newly formed the state, so don't have the revenues. But when it comes to this government, you can see almost 3 lakh crores. In the span of 4.5 years, the government has raised 3 lakh crores. What is the percentage in terms of state GSDAP? State GSDP almost 62%. Nation వచ్చి 61%, AP is 62%. So country కేమో 61% of GDP, AP కేమో more than 62% of GSDP. So reasons ఏంటి? So newly formed state, again no special status, only special package is been committed. Timely division of assets and liability from the government of India is not been happened. Even still we are having issues like sharing of human resources, liabilities and revenue commitment from government of India. Revenue commitment from the government of India. So GST revenues are not expected as per expected. అంటే మన GST సోర్సెస్ ఇంత ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తే రావట్లేదు. ఏం మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నాము? కోవిడ్ సైకిల్, disruption, all aspects, and also unfavorable international climate. These are certain headwinds cited by government of Andhra Pradesh repeatedly. Still we are managing it, and this time we have targeting that the fiscal deficit would be around 3.8% of GSDP. So as per FRBM limit, it is not more than 3%. So because of COVID relaxation, we have almost 1.5%, that's up to 4.5%. Now is it applicable now? It is not applicable as of now. So this is the government public debt liability. And you can cite the other favorable conditions. Say for example, if they ask you, so what is your take on public debt? You can say that these are the certain challenges, though it appears that the public debt is going beyond the limit of the revenues, but still Andhra Pradesh is a new state having the certain challenges like recovery from COVID, and now only we could able to attract investments to the tune of more than 13 lakh crores. ఈ విశాఖపట్నం ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ సమిట్లో ద కమిటెడ్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ ఈస్ అరౌండ్ 13 lakh crores. అది ఎంత మెటీరియలైజ్ అవుతుంది అనేది మనం ఇచ్చే వాళ్ళు ప్రపోజల్ పెట్టింటారు కదా MOUలో, నాకు ల్యాండ్ ఇవ్వండి, నాకు ఇన్సెంటివ్స్ ఇవ్వండి, ఇవంతా జోడిస్తారు. నేను 1000 crores పెడతాను, నాకు 10 ఎకరాల ల్యాండ్ ఇవ్వండి, ఇక్కడే ఇవ్వండి, 5 yearsకి నాకు కన్సెషన్స్ ఇవ్వండి అని మనమంతా గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రియాక్ట్ అయితేనే ఈ 13 lakh crores అనేది ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్గా మారుతుంది. Now when it comes to your GSDP status, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో మనకి ఇప్పుడు ఈ బడ్జెట్లో మనకి ఆల్మోస్ట్ దే హ్యావ్ మెన్షన్ 2,79 lakh crores as budget. And committed payments is around 41,000 crores. What is meant by committed payments? Committed payments అంటే salaries, pensions, interest. బ్రాడర్గా కమిటెడ్ పేమెంట్స్ అనేది ప్రతి ఇయర్ నౌ టు ద ట్యూన్ ఆఫ్ 41,000 crores. Salaries, pensions and interest payments. So it is around interest payments 21,000 crores. 21,000 crores. Public debt ఎంత? More than 4 lakh crores. రేపు మనము పర్ క్యాపిటల్ ఇన్కమ్ ట్రెండ్స్ ఏంటి, ఫిజికల్ డెఫిసిట్ ట్రెండ్స్ ఏంటి, ఫిజికల్ డెఫిసిట్ని మనం తగ్గించడానికి ఎలాంటి చర్యలు తీసుకుంటున్నాము, సో రెవెన్యూ పెంచడానికి ఎలాంటి మెజర్స్ తీసుకుంటున్నాము, సో రియలీ ఏపీ ఈస్ అట్ ద వెడ్జ్ ఆఫ్ కొలాప్స్లో ఉందా లేదా అనేది విల్ బి సబ్స్టాన్షియేటింగ్ టుమారో. సో ఇట్ మీన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు బ్యాలెన్స్ బోత్ వెల్ఫేరిజం and development. It will take some time. So whatever the investment that you are expecting, it will take some time to be reap the benefit of in terms of revenue. You just compare IT exports from Telangana, as I mentioned, 2,41,000 crores. Andhra Pradesh lo ఎంత ఉంది? నాట్ మోర్ దాన్ 1000 crores. దాంట్లో మనం జిఎస్టీ 9% ఎంత వచ్చేస్తుంది గవర్నమెంట్కి ఆఫ్ తెలంగాణకి? 20,000 crores వచ్చేస్తుంది ఈజీగా. మనకు వచ్చేది ఎంత? ఆఫీస్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ కూడా రాదు వచ్చేది. క్లియర్? So with this we are closing the session. Online participants, same timing tomorrow also at 5:30 to 6:30. So tomorrow, so at the same time we'll be speaking more about your board profile. Board profile మీద వాళ్ళ గురించి సో తెలియని నిజాలు తెలుసుకుందాం. క్లియర్? థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఐ టేక్ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ, ఎవరైతే డాఫ్ ఫైనలైజేషన్ అయిపోయి ఉంటుందో సో వాళ్ళు డాఫ్ ఫైనలైజేషన్ ఇంట్రాక్షన్కి రండి. డాఫ్ బోర్డ్స్ జరుగుతున్నాయి. అదేవిధంగా ఈ సండే మీకు లాస్ట్ టైం మనకి వెంకట మురళీ సార్ ఐఏఎస్, ది ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ స్వచ్ఛ కార్పొరేషన్ డైరెక్టర్ టేకెన్ ది మార్క్ బోర్డ్ అలాంగ్ విత్ ది Group-1 officers. So this time also, this Sunday also will be informing the mark board soon. So try to complete your DAF, try to prepare and come for the interview. కొంతమంది ఇన్ఫార్మల్గా వస్తున్నారు, సో స్లిప్పర్స్ వేసుకొని, సో టీ షర్ట్ వేసుకొని, ప్యాంట్లు వేసుకొని. So the board is not in the favorable opinion and they are encouraging to become as a formal dress. Clear? Thank you. So you can share your experience. ఇంకా మీరు ఇంకేమైనా సెషన్స్ కావాలి అనుకుంటే you can tell me. Yes, we are closing the session. I hope that there is no further doubts or clarification. Thank you.